welcome everyone to a case of thrift store finds. I don't know why you call it a case, but whatever. So, as you see here, we have a Windows XP computer booting up. So, first thing we have is this Gateway, or a Gateway laptop. It has Intel Centrino Windows XP. It's missing a CD drive, unfortunately, but I may be able to get away with using a USB CD or DVD drive. I'm not really too sure. And what do you know, we're in Windows XP. That's cool. Doesn't look like it's too cluttered either. I don't know. It's first time booting up the computer, so I'm not really too familiar with it yet. But the interesting thing about this computer is that this computer is actually quite identical. Let's see if we can get the Gateway logo here. It's quite identical to my first ever laptop I used. Or not really used per se, but owned. It's this laptop right here, which is beat the heck. It's not salvageable. And the computer shut off. I don't know if it didn't come out of sleep mode properly or what. Let's see. It may be a goner. But yeah, it's identical to the first ever laptop I owned, which is another Gateway machine. And really, that one, I think it's a 2008, has a Intel T2060 dual core, 1.6 gigahertz, Windows XP again, 2 gigabytes of RAM, 80 gigabyte hard drive. This computer, on the other hand, is not being cooperative. I think it didn't like being put in sleep mode, but it only cost me $5. That's it. It's a thrift store fine. That's it. $25. There's another thing I got with it, completely unrelated, so I paid a grand total of $10. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to have my original, or to have basically my original laptop. The only difference is this is silver instead of being black. But you know, I've been looking for a decent laptop. You can't really see it, but back there behind the old tower, there's a laptop case, and it has a newer compact. And the unfortunate thing is that's totally hard to use just because of it's a Celeron computer. It's a single core Celeron. It's annoying as hell to use. I can't upgrade the processor, but it kind of sucks. So I don't know. And I'm looking for a cheap, easy to use laptop for travel. Something I don't care if it gets beat up or whatever happens to it. No big deal. Something that can trump the other computer, hopefully. It is missing a battery, but that's okay because I kind of expect it to not really work after all this time. A little bit dirty, but it's no big deal. Can you see we have Windows XP here? There's a Windows XP sound. Hopefully I don't get a copyright or something for that. They did have another computer there, identical to this one. Hey, it even has the not Luna. I'm trying to remember. There's another team. Maybe it's Royal. They did have another computer like this. It was a or is it Athlon or a Turion, AMD, something like that. And that one though looked like it's missing a hard drive. I do have a spare hard drive, but I'm not sure if this one just was more complete. And like I said, they're both missing DVD drives. I don't know much about the Centrino. It's probably like the Celeron and Intel Atom, where it's a total complete potato. Hopefully though it's more useful if it's at least a dual core. That'll be a step in the right direction. And we have some system utilities popping up here. Intel Task Tray Framework. What the heck is this? I don't expect that as much RAM either. RO 2011, that's probably junk. Let's see here. Let me see here. See if I can figure out something here. System info. Trying to figure out. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Not used to. Haven't used XP very much, and being an XP machine doesn't really bother me much either. Like I said, I don't really care that much if it's XP or not. I mean, heck, I would use the Windows 2000, Windows 98 if it really is, as long as it's usable for what I want. Doesn't have to be great. See, it looks like it's locking up a little bit here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's probably gonna require some attention. I'm sure about that. I'm sure it will. I'm sure there's all kinds of malware, all kinds of garbage on the computer. The thing too is I can reinstall XP if I want. I do have XP Home Edition, and I do have XP Professional Service Pack 2. I do have both of them I can install on this computer if I really want. So we'll see if we can figure out the RAM and the other information about this computer real quick. I don't know, it may or may not decide to load up pretty soon. I mean, for all we know, it could be on like 512 megabytes of RAM. It could really be, I don't know, could just be totally sluggish. Let's see, my computer. Yeah, it's not being very happy with me. So, we're gonna go ahead and look at my other thrift store find. That Hot Wheels, I bought that for the heck of it. Hang on just a second. See, it's doing its, oops. See, it's doing its little hourglass thing. So I picked up, for the other $5, I got Hamtaro, the Hams Unite, I guess. Got Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. That's probably well worth the $5 alone. I got, let's see, Montezuma's Return, or is that Revenge? Yeah, that's Return. We have 720, I guess it's a skateboarding game. So these probably aren't that good. They probably are kind of junk. And we got the the Game Boy cover itself, which first off came with Game & Watch Gallery 2. Interesting thing about that is I grew up with this Game & Watch Gallery. It's one of my first games. We have a Game Boy. Unfortunately, though, it would seem as if their volume's not working. And don't mind that, that's the phone, or actually no, that's Windows. Yeah, the volume's totally shot. Try this again. I mean, it reads everything just fine. Sounds like it's trying. Hang on. Oh, no, there it is. Probably been sitting for a long time, so it's probably just now coming back on. But yeah. I mean, it looks like it's in good enough shape. Can be cleaned up nicely. Everything looks fine. Ironically, this is my first ever handheld. Well, what was a Game Boy Color? Same thing, purple one like this. So, whoops. So yeah, that alone right there is worth the $10. I know they originally said, hey, how about $20 for the whole thing? And they're looking at like this Hamtaro game. Which, I mean, look at this. Look how filthy this is. That's disgusting. I mean, it'll probably work with a little bit of effort, but you know, she was looking at it, she's like, yeah, we don't know if it's tested or not. And ironically, I mean, that's all you have to do. And you know, I got both of them for $20. Or sorry, not 20, for $10. Hey, and okay, hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. Someone's email was on there from Messenger, and I don't know if it still works or not, but I don't really want to hand that out to the YouTube audience. So here we are. We have mobile Intel, so it's kind of like my other computer, and it's basically absolutely nothing for a display adapter. My old one had a Radeon 200M Express. The processor is what I'm curious about. It's an Intel Pentium M processor at 1.73 gigahertz. It's another single core. Great. Hooray for single cores. God, I hate these things. If we have... I mean, who knows though, maybe it'll be a little bit more capable than the Sauron. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be a total piece of junk. I don't know. And then for the RAM, we have Windows XP Service Pack 2. And we have 1.2 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, this thing is not really having too much of anything going on. Yeah, and it keeps bugging me about the wireless network. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find anything about this here. Documents. I'm not gonna show people, or I'm sorry, I'm not gonna show general documents. So I don't know if there is anything in here like pictures. Yeah, they may have actually cleared this out, which is fine. One of my very first computers I got was a Windows XP tower, and they left the password as just password. And yeah, that's really a bad idea. It's a really bad idea when everything you have is kind of you know, when they had all kinds of information and stuff on it. It's like, yeah, not really a good idea. It keeps bugging me to connect to the wireless network. I'm not gonna do that though. See, I'm trying to remember how you view the hard drive on this computer. No, I don't want to connect to the wireless network. Stop it. Trying to remember where the hard drive would be on this. What about downloads? Nothing in there. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure what it has for a hard drive. I'm just willing to bet it's probably a 80 gigabyte hard drive, something like that or another. Anyway, so that's a thrift store finds. Laptop for $5. I might go get the other laptop. I don't know. I mean, for $5, I can't really go wrong. And hopefully, maybe I'll have a better graphics chipset. Maybe it'll be a dual core. I don't know exactly. For a CD drive, I might just get a USB CD drive. I don't really know. And then the Game Boy Color, Mario Brothers Deluxe, Montezuma's Revenge, Hamtaro, Game & Watch Gallery. I know Game & Watch Gallery is good. Real quick, I guess before we leave, let's see if Super Mario Brothers Deluxe works. I was also kind of lucky because one of my neighbors came in right after me to the thrift store, and I know that he is a collector and reseller kind of person, and yeah, he probably would have snatched this up for, you know, for $5-10 basically. There it is, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. Trying to get the glare on it. Let's see. Original. Yep, there's a file, and here's files. Don't have a lot showing up. So the battery works, which is cool. Anyway, though, I'm not gonna let this video get too terribly long. I'm gonna go ahead and edit it and upload it. So, all right, well, yeah, I guess that just goes to show why it pays off to look around at thrift stores. If I get the other laptop, which I might next week, I might just make a video on it if it's interesting enough. Thinks it's identical to this laptop, so I'm assuming they came from a pair that, you know, from the same people, something like that. But thanks for watching.